Hi everybody, this is the Trill Phaser. This was made way back in DS9. This was actually constructed by Bear Burge. The main body of this, all of this structure here, this is all a wood called Jem'Hadar. It's a sculpture wood, tooling wood. I've talked about it before. It's a really nice wood to work with. It has a nice tight grain, so it's easy to finish. The detail's basically the same on both sides, just kind of mirrored, except for, of course, this detail here, which I really don't remember if that was on both sides or not. I don't see any markings here to show that, because it could have fallen off after this many years. This is a piece of brass. This is a fitting piece. I believe that's part of a finial for a lamp to hold, you screw it down to hold the lampshade on. So this was a drawing that was given to us. I'm not sure who drew this, whether it was Delgado or Jim Martin or even Johnny's, but I don't think it was Johnny's. It was either Jim Martin or Delgado. So this was, we got a drawing, and basically the drawing basically gets sized to the right size, and we start manufacturing the piece. So this was all sculpted using the bandsaw, a Dremel, sandpaper, you name it. It's always used here. This was probably a Forstner bit to cut that out, to do a flat cut. These are styrene. All of the paneling here, though, on all of this is all just engraved by hand into the wood. All the white here that you're seeing, those are definitely styrene pieces. But like I said, these are styrene pieces in here, this flat. This is a piece of acrylic that was cut and polished and then resanded because we decided we didn't want it to be that shiny for molding, because it kind of makes the mold stick a little bit. So as you can see, now we have something that looks like it's a trigger in here. We don't know, because there's also this piece here that looks like a trigger, and then there's a button over here and there's buttons up. So when we first got this, we were perplexed on how this was held to be used on camera. Was it like this, or was it like this, or was it like this? We weren't really sure, so we just went with the way the design looked. We didn't have a whole lot of time to ask a lot of questions. We just had to get it done and get it out the door. And I believe this has been used by varying races now and different paint jobs. It's actually, for some reason in fandom, during the making of DS9, people were trying to copy it. For some reason, people were really into this particular prop. And I would get, anytime I would go to a convention or anything else, I'd get tons of questions about this. How big is it? At the time, I never really kept track of how big something is or anything else. And I've kind of made it a policy that I don't really share dimensions on a lot of this stuff. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video and the information I've shared with you. Please subscribe and share. And if you feel so inclined, please support me on Patreon. Thank you.